a 100-meter walk. So yeah, I'll catch you
You
later.
did 50, it's over there. So the first week of Project 21 is done. I'm glad we're done. I was using my leg massager so much because my leg just hurt. So it was so sore. But by the time we got to the end of the week, they were fine. For example, I don't think I'm going to use them today, and today's Sunday. But for the week, we had sleds 3x 30 meters with about 10.5 kilograms. We had a Wednesday session where I was doing hill sprints, but I forgot my torch. So the footage was nowhere near up to par, so I didn't put it in. Though I'll remember my torch for next week, so you will be seeing that. Then we also had 3x 60 meters, 3x 90 meters, and 2x 60 meters, but it was floats. So it was sprint, float, sprint. Overall, the sessions were really good. I would say it looks like I'm underperforming purely because the people that I'm training with, their season hasn't ended yet. They're in the final part, so they're peaking. They're doing the final peak for the season, whilst me, I've had my time off and I'm trying to get back up. They're in their spikes, I'm in my flats. Just that alone would make it so there's a gap between us. But the fact that they're actually about to peak and I'm just trying to get back into things would really make the gap wider. So that's why things weren't looking as clean as they usually would be from me. But I would say my fastest day felt like it was Saturday. And recovery-wise, I felt my central nervous system wasn't under much stress during the week, especially on Tuesday. I considered Tuesday to be the easiest day of the entire week with the sled. Don't know why it was so easy. Maybe it was just the reps and sets were a bit too low, maybe the weight. But regardless, it felt really easy. There wasn't much of a struggle for me to get through that. Something that was the main focus of the week wasn't trying to get faster. It was actually trying to get my technique to 100%. At the start of week, Tuesday, I would say my technique was about 40% of what it was in August. And right now it's Sunday. And on Saturday, I managed to get to 100%. Though my coach only saw 90%. But I was speaking to my coach and we were slowly bringing things together. First it was the hips, and then it was popping the hips, and then it was the glutes. And now it's just the arms. And I did the arms on Saturday, but that was in the rep. He didn't see it. So I'm going to show him again on Tuesday and show you guys on Tuesday what I look like when the product is finished. because sprinting is a plyometric movement, and the better my technique is, the more I can get out of this exercise, because sprinting is an exercise. So by the time I get to December, my technique can be cleaned up further, because if we're wasting time trying to get my technique back to where it's already been, that's time taken away from improving my technique from where it currently is, or where it would be at its peak. But you don't want to get to 100%, you want to get to 110%, because that's what's going to allow me to PB. Though I already know that I'm going to PB at some point, but I still wanted to get my technique up, and I'm glad that I managed to do what took me an entire season last season in pretty much a week. The sessions were really long the entire week, but I've changed the training plan as I was going, rephrased things so that things weren't too bad. I would say for my sprinting, I still need to squeeze my glutes a bit harder and just move my arms better. My arms, I'm already moving. I have it written down here that I need to do them better, but this is just like a mental note. But I already know I can do that from Saturday, but my glutes, I'm not feeling the squeeze as hard as it was in August. And I think that's just because there's a bit of fatigue and I just need to work my way back into it. Because I haven't been doing sprinting in this manner with this technique for long, about 6 weeks or even less. So now that I have 3 months to work on it, refine it, and make it better, I can really expect something good when I go forwards. The gym didn't really affect me too much as I was going through the week. It was a bit of a hindrance on Tuesday, but beyond that, there was no problems. Something you probably noticed is I was wearing something blue in a lot of the videos that I was doing in the morning, because I was training at 4 a.m. That was my weighted vest. It's 8 kg, because I want to get my body used to doing plyometrics with extra weight, not too much, just 10% of my body weight, get used to doing that so that when I take it off, my body over, for example, 3 months, my body's tendons have adapted to that weight, so my power is much better. I'm currently just working on being very reactive off the ground. The more reactive I am, the better I'm going to be once I actually take it off. And I'm just excited to just see the progression, because I can just already tell the first week went so well in all regards, and I just can't wait to see what things look like by the time we get to December and I actually open up in the 60s and all my other races.